Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Completes it right side to Cooper. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 36. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Steps away. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. On third down, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope. The good things are in store here today.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down throw for Kessler. It's caught. Kamar Aiken chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Elliott. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. In motion left, Robinson. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Kessler going to try and throw on third. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They go play action. Kessler forced out to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They go play action with Kessler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now the fourth-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he's on to punt for Denver. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there Gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On first down, Trubisky. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
All right, here we go.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Kessler. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tajay Sharp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's got room. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, Kessler. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky letting one fly deep for Cooper. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Noah Spence in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Kessler wants to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Go! No, Jay, Patriot!
Shotgun snap. Kessler. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. So that one will be accepted. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run with Elliott. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
So 2nd and 10 here. Kessler throwing now. And he gets it to Bolden. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Raiders will take possession. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go. Over.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down
him trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stacy McGee with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the gun, it's Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Kessler. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Kessler. And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Kessler now to throw. Throw left side complete to Sharp. A very solid gain of 27. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, He's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Caleb Brantley in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Here we go.
Kessler looks to throw on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll toss it to Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Kessler throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing is Kessler on third down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's something that there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good pickup there at 22. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mark Barron, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Jay Prosch. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Kessler to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
All right, here we go.
Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Set. Green.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Sheds off the tackle, and it's complete. Henry. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So here we go, 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
They'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
All right, here we go. Boom! All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hurry up, here we go.
He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and now it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Go back there to Philly. Here we go.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last shot for Trubisky. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go.
First throw in overtime for Kessler. To the right side to Aiken. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Kessler now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They fake the handoff. Now Kessler. He'll buy some time right. And some room to maneuver. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Detroit! Let's go!
Off the play fake. Kessler going for the deep ball. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal rate.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Denver, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.